What's up guys, my name's Dychronic, here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about this week at Bungie for November 21st, 2018. It is a Wednesday, not a Thursday, and they released the TWAB one day early. And the reason that is obvious because of the American Thanksgiving going on. They're all out of the studios and they wanted to release it early. I don't know why they didn't just schedule it and release it later, but here it is, and I'll be doing the video today. And of course, this is again going to be your audible version of TWAB, so just sit back, relax, enjoy the fluffers on screen, and of course, enjoy the little synopsises that I have across all the different things. Try to make sure you don't have to take as long as I did to get through the whole. Anyways, getting over and getting started, the first thing they talk about is basically what I just said. Thanksgiving's going on. The kernel is a fun little thing they have here. I might actually put this in my thumbnail. This is really nice. But not really much to speak of. The biggest thing in this TWAB is talking about new Pinnacle Weaponry. They actually show us and tell us how to get and what it is and what it does of all the new Pinnacle weapons. And now there's 3 new Pinnacle weapons, one in the Strike playlist, one in Gambit, and one in Crucible. So you actually have some PvE options this time instead of just the PvPs, which is really nice because holy hot damn it. I can't play anymore Crucible, man. Anyways, moving on, let's go ahead and get started. First off is going to be the Vanguard fusion rifle. So it's going to be a high impact, so it's going to be the slowest fire rate, but the highest impact, and also has a perk called Loaded Question, the perk's called Reservoir Burst. The gun's called Loaded Question. Basically, when the battery's full, the next burst deals additional damage and the enemies explode on death. Now this could be very, very fun. Make it so, you have to get to full ammo, which means you probably have to have Fusion Rifle Scavenger in PvP, which is something that, I have with all my Telesto play, and it's definitely something I could see doing really, really well. You do have to pretty much reload after every one, so it's definitely something you have to earn. You have to get the ammo to be able to use it, which I think is actually pretty good. They also talk about how you get it. Firstly, you have to pick up the quests from Zavala, and something they have changed is you can complete all of the objectives at the same time instead of doing one after the other. And these objectives for the Loaded Question is going to be 500 Fusion Rifle kills in Strike or Nightfall, 1,000 Arc kills in Strike or Nightfall, and 40 Strike or Nightfall completions. I'm assuming the fastest way to do this is just grinding out Nightfalls because they can do the fastest. And then you head back and you get a fully masterwork Loaded Question. This does not seem like this quest is going to take very long. It definitely will be. Basically, you just have to make sure you're using Fusion Rifles and Arc, and 40 Strikes should be the one that takes long. Next up, Breakneck, which is the Gambit weapon, which actually has a really cool sight here. Can you see this little sight that's like, it's literally like, I hope it's not like that when you actually look down the weapon. That would be very annoying. Basically, this weapon has a perk called Onslaught, where this weapon increases its rate of fire as you get stacks of Rampage. So not only do you get more damage, but you also get faster fire rate. Very similar to the way they did Desperado with the previous one, Outlaw and Desperado. They're basically awarding you for going as fast as possible, which is something very, very nice for Gambit. So this weapon is built for Gambit. However, you're going to have to do a lot of stuff with auto rifles. To earn it, get the quest from the Drifter, obviously, and then complete these objectives. 500 auto rifle kills, 100 auto rifle multi-kills, 150 challenging enemies, which doesn't have to be auto rifles, and 40 Gambit matches completed. And finally, the Crucible one called the Mountaintop. It's a lightweight grenade launcher. Now, this is the kinetic grenade launcher, very similar to the Militia's Birthright. I think Militia's Birthright is the only kinetic grenade launcher in the game, kinetic being that first slot, not the fact that it uses special ammo. And they basically wanted to create the new grenade launcher, and they wanted to create a meta where this grenade launcher is used. Its unique perk is Micro Missile. At first I thought, holy crap, a Wardcliff Coil grenade launcher, that sounds dope. No, that's not what it does. This weapon fires in a straight line and has massively increased projectile speed. Basically, it fires like a bullet. That's what it sounds like. It fires like a bullet, but like an explosion. And apparently you can one-shot kill, which insta-kill, which is very satisfying. Direct impact for, insta-kill. So this could technically become like a new chaperone, considering that it is also in the first slot. It is not an exotic weapon, and it can technically instant kill. Now, I don't know if you have to get a headshot, but anywhere in the body shot instant kill, that sounds intense, man. That might be really, really good. But outside of that, in PvE, maybe not as much. To be able to get this, they actually have something different this time. So you don't actually have to do these things only competitive, but they do say that you earn substantial bonuses in progress for completing these objectives in the playlist. So first off, you have to do Glory Rank of Brave in a single season. Now this is going to be the second rank, should be quite easy to get. That should not be a big issue. After that, step 2 seems like you can do it all at the same time, which was a big issue in the previous ones. So it seems like you can do it all at the same time. Now I just want to talk very briefly, and of course in this section they give examples of how competitive is way better than non-competitive. So in this one, in Crucible, earn Grenade Launcher Final Blows, and you have to get 750 points. If you're not competitive, you get 3 points per kill, and competitive 10 points per kill, which means grenade launchers and not word-clip coils are going to be everywhere. So basically, stay clear of PvP for the first few weeks and the last few weeks of the season, and you will not have to incur too much grenade launcher. The second thing you have to do is going to be 200 points for defeating groups of 2 or more opponents in non-competitive 2 points and in competitive 5 points. And finally, calculated trajectory medals. Okay, I just checked and I was wrong. Calculated trajectory is a single life to defeat 3 or more opponents with grenade launcher funnel. Oh, freaking no, man. The fighting lions are gonna be real. The malicious birthrights are gonna be real. I would have to say the best way to get all this is to get the Lake of Shadows unique, because oh man, the Crucible's not gonna be fun. Oh my god. And the very last thing you have to do is reach Fabled in 1 season. That is the ultimate requirement of every Crucible Pinnacle weapon, which is gonna be that 2100 glory point. And as the last thing to say on the Pinnacle weapons, they can be completed on any character because the quests are account-wide. You can complete them on any character. No longer is it each character has their own one, it's account wide. So you can play on whatever you want. You can, you know, cover across the entire spectrum and not just have to worry about playing one character the whole time, all the time. This next section talks about the Bungie Relief Foundation, where they help out, I think, kids in the hospital. Yeah, kids in hospitals put games in their hands to help raise their spirits and stuff, and a whole bunch of other things. And 100% of the profits from buying the Destiny 2 Foundation pin. Oh, good. Good thing that link didn't work. I think it's either just a foundation pin, but I thought it also could have been one of those seal pins, but I don't know. But basically, if you want to support that, it is there. On top of that, I believe there's a Black Friday sale, which is a whole bunch of things here. Something I wanted to mention on this Black Friday sale is that this shirt over here has a bunch of symbols on it. Now, it could just be the list of all the different symbols. It looks like it's literally every symbol, like the snakes, the birds, the fish, and the dragons. But could this be the last wish we've been looking for? could it be what we've been looking for? Well, I'm just saying. Has anybody tried it yet? Next section talks about the upcoming comic book, which features Cade 6 and his adventures and how he came to find the Barons and fight the Barons and stuff. So, and part 1 is going to be released on 11/29, so 2 days after the end of the season, which will happen on comics.bungie.net. So you can go check that out as soon as it does release. And these ones have in the future had little secrets in them, like a secret emblem or something about the lore that's really interesting. So keep a lookout, you might find something useful there. As we are moving on into the Dr. Bungie section, it's all about the things that are going to be changing, the specifics that are going to be changing, the known issues, and the stuff they just wanted to mention as like a, hey, this is important, but it's like a little note. First off, talking about clan resets, the clan rank will reset, obviously, on November 27th. You'll have to start back at 1, and of course, make sure you reach the highest rank of 6 to earn the clan staff, because every season you get a staff, although the staff doesn't matter because it's a staff on a thing that never appears unless you go to their clan page, and it says staff. Fuck Bungie. Next up, there's a thing about weekly raid bounties. This kind of sounds like people who don't have a clan will be able to get it as long as they are able to access the Last Wish raid, but I'm not too sure. But I also know that you don't have to get to rank 4 during Season 5, which, yeah, okay, so in the Season of the Forge, this bounty will be available to all players, regardless of clan rank. So it seems like you still have to be in a clan, which is why I don't understand why they say this part. They also wanted to remind you again that if you have bounties from Season of the Outlaw from Gambit, complete a Gambit match first before turning in those bounties. I don't know why they specifically mentioned this like twice now. Seems like such a fringe scenario. Like, you know, screw those people who have those bounties, man. And as a final reminder, the end of the season is happening on November 27th, and between 27th and December 4th, there's going to be issues. Basically, they're installing and they're patching and they're fixing. There's going to be problems. And the very last thing is some Forsaken known issues. It seems like they've minimized this list by the end of Forsaken, and then they're just gonna get a whole new list with Black Armory. Basically, first off, Blade Barrage not tracking correctly will track allies. I've never seen that before. Sword perks not activating properly. I assume like Black Talon and Zero Line World. I can't believe I just said that backwards. I legit said that backwards without even trying. Zero Line World. Wow. Surprised me myself. And that's pretty much it. That's the end of it. There's movies of the week, including somebody who did solo, no guns, Shattered Throne abilities only, because, you know, why not? Was this esoteric? Yeah, it's esoteric. Of course it's esoteric. It's a whole another thing, and it's really impressive. I've already seen this. This is really impressive. Check it out. And of course, make sure you stay tuned in 1 week, about 1 week, in 6 days on the 27th, they'll release a VDoc about the new things coming to the next year of possible DLCs and stuff. But that's it. That's the video for you guys today. I hope you guys did enjoy. I apologize for ranting as much as I did. This one was a little bit more ranty, but that's the video. If you guys did enjoy, let me know in the comments down below if you had any questions. My name is Dychronic, and I'll see you again on the next one. Ooh, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, baby. I'm coming.